Hi, and welcome back. Today I pulled out the Tram 1499 antenna again, and I have 50 feet of really cheap coax that I bought, and we're going to hook it up again. As you've seen in some of my other videos, I've had a lot of problems with this antenna with SWR. I have an A99 antenna now, which I love. That thing really gets out. I run my radio barefoot, and I have no trouble making DX contacts on that. But I thought, let's pull this out again. And reading up on it, it said you should have at least 50, I think it was 50 feet of coax. It's a no ground plane antenna. It uses the coax as the ground plane. So we're going to mount this on, I have a painter's pole here, and we're going to mount it not very high up. We're going to assume that someone that would buy this maybe lives in an apartment or maybe has an HOA. So we're not going to put it up super high. I'm not very confident how well it will do. Like I said, I haven't had very good luck with this from reviews. I mean, it is a 3-foot antenna, so it's not going to perform very well versus my A99 antenna, which is 18 feet tall. And I have it mounted, I think, about 14 feet off the ground, which does well for DXing, which is pretty much all I ever do. But it also does pretty well for local. I've talked to people, I think, 15, 20 miles away on it, depending on conditions. So let's hook this up and see what the SWR is with 50 feet of coax. If the SWR is too high, we're going to turn on our antenna tuner to try to bring it down and see if we can make some contacts. One more thing before we do the test. I looked online, and these now go for about $55, which at that price, I would just build my own dipole, which would perform so much better. But let's go ahead and hook it up and see what kind of luck we have with it. All right, we have it hooked up outside, and I was able to get the antenna about 19 feet off the ground. All right, we have our antenna tuner here, and we have our radio here. We're going to use the Cobra 146 GTL. So let's just key it down and see our SWR. Oops, let's put it on AM. All right, so let's go ahead and key it down. Wow. SWR 1.07 on 1. Let's try 40. .04. That's amazing. All right, let's see if we can make any, well, let's first see if we hear anything. Okay, we're on 38. Really don't hear anything. Just for the heck of it, let's give it a try. CQDX 595, Northern Nevada. CQDX 595, Northern Nevada. All right, we hooked up the SolarCon A99. And we can hear DXing here. Okay, so I went and hooked up another SWR meeting because I don't know whether to trust that or not, but you can see it's pretty low SWR, but we're not hearing anything. Let's go ahead back to sideband. CQDX 595, Northern Nevada. Okay, we're not reaching anything here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back later and we're going to wait till Skip picks up and see what we get. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, it's 2 days later. Skip was coming in a little better, but I went ahead and hooked up the antenna. I have it raised up there. And we are just not... Well, it's a little better. Let's try it. CQDX 595, Northern Nevada. Getting a little feedback from my speakers on the computer, which I don't normally get. CQDX 595, Northern Nevada. Okay, that's a bust. So, as you can see, I don't know how this would do locally. I'd like to do a range test, but for Skip, this antenna just is not cutting it. All right, we have the A99 hooked up again. And you can just see, that this picks up. Well, it's kind of quiet now, but this just hears so much better than the other antenna. And let's see if we can make a contact. CQDX 595, Northern Nevada. Come back in the mobile. This is 595. I didn't catch your call letters. Oh, 641 in the Buckeye. Got it that time. You're just coming in faintly, but I do hear you. 73's 595. All right, so as you can see, the A99 is, which, you know, I already knew it's going to be a much better antenna. And $150 is, you know, a decent price for a really, in my opinion, a great antenna. So as you can see, I wasn't able to make any contacts on Skip where I was able to on the SolarCon A99. And I really, Skip's not that good right now. Maybe if Skip conditions were phenomenal, you might make some contacts. But you're just not going to get good performance out of a 3-foot antenna. So if you're going to get an antenna, I'd spend the extra money and get something like the SolarCon A99 antenna. So there you have it. We did a review again on this. Well, not a review, but a test on it. Still didn't perform very well. But I will say the SWR was not that bad this time. I've had, as you know, in the past, I've had trouble with SWR readings on this. But anyway, that's it. We're going to put the $14.99 to bed. We're done with this antenna. I'll just probably put it in my pile of radio stuff, and who knows, maybe I'll try it out in when I'm camping or something and see what it does. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.